Okay. Okay, now we've got the practical and the emotional. Let's do the fun bit, the ideas to make things better. This is just like the other steps, so we'll need some new coloured post-it notes.
Orange! Now, this is your chance to just start throwing up ideas, and they can be related to specific parts of the journey or just all over the shop if you get super excited. Now, like most things in digital, there is no wrong way to do this, though there are a few basic UX principles that Ben's going to take you through now to get you thinking in the right direction.
For example, in Where Do I Change My Email, we might add some text to the login screen, listing the things that you can do after you've logged in, like change your email or your postal address. In UX design, we call this signposting.
Signposting is all about showing what will happen after a user takes an action in an experience. For example, here I know if I open this door, I'll meet somebody from Advantage. But if we don't tell people what happens after they take the step, after they open the door, it can be confronting. This door here has no label, so I don't know what happens after I take the step of opening it. On the web, we can do this by maybe having a bit of text saying, once you've logged in, you can do A, B, and C. We can even signpost by having a more descriptive button.
When the user is wondering where's the login button, we might increase the visibility of the button, either by putting it in a more prominent, consistent position on every page, or by maybe repeating the button in multiple locations. Consistency and repetition is the UX approach that we're employing here. What about for the user that struggles to remember which email they signed up with? We can use a UX concept here called the 5-star waiter.
I love the 5-star waiter idea in UX. It's a great headspace to get in. Your user is the diner with a bunch of expectations and standards, and it's up to you to meet them. And like a great waiter, you have to get really good at predicting what your customer needs even before they do. I love to ask myself, like, what's the digital equivalent I can do for the end user? The unexpected side they didn't order that matches their mains really well, or compliments of the chef, maybe the little chocolate at the end. Good experience design can even span multiple interactions. When you log into an app and it takes you back to the thing you were working on the last time, it feels just like the 5-star waiter remembering you on a return visit to the restaurant. Or like, hey Will, it's really lovely to have you back. Are you having the usual?
For example, if our user finds the website by clicking on a link in an email that we've sent them, we could remember the email and automatically fill out the login form with that email address. For the user wondering if they need to update their email in multiple places, we use another important UX principle: feedback. After the user has successfully changed their email, we could have a little note saying, thanks, we've updated your email in all of our systems and you're up to date. We could combine this feedback with another little piece of hand-holding by adding a little alert saying, your email has been updated, would you like to also update your postal address? This UX principle is called gradual engagement and is all about giving users little steps to complete.
I like to imagine gradual engagement like breaking down a giant wall that no one could ever climb into a series of tiny little steps that anyone can just hop over. It's the same amount of bricks, it's just smaller hurdles that are easier to do. And the user constantly has visibility of the end goal they're heading towards at each stage.
We could even employ this idea right at the start by adding an update details link at the footer of the website, which leads to a simple page saying you can update your personal details by logging in or calling our team.
Little touches like a small label next to a button that says, onward to step 4 or 5, helps me know how far through an engagement I am.
Either way, there are no hard and fast rules about how to approach each UX challenge because every person is unique and every organisation interacts with them in a different way.
Now there's lots of ways to approach this, whether it's better signposting, being a 5-star waiter, gradual engagement. Either way, make sure that you're coming at things from the point of view of the person on the other side of the screen.
As long as you're digging into the emotion, the impetus, and the goals of the person behind the screen, you'll get much closer to a great end result.